Hey friends, want to demonstrate the installation of a scope using the AcurC Level. And what we have here is a bench rest gun. You can see the geometry of the platform holds that gun perfectly steady on there. It's a very heavy gun, about 25 pounds. This particular rifle is brand new. It's got about 100 rounds through it and shooting about 1/8 of a MOA. Shane here, our gunsmith who built this gun and who used to be on the United States F-class shooting team, is going to demonstrate a scope installation using the AcurC Level. Have at it, Shane. So what he's doing here is he's put this ocular level on the action, which he can do on this Panda action because it's precision machined. Otherwise, if it was a out-of-the-box factory gun, we would use the bearing races. You can see he's using these adjustments to level the table to make this perfect. So that bubble, as I've mentioned before, is 5 MOA with 50 thousandths of tilt. So you can get this gun basically set with 0 cant. But it takes a little while because it's very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
There you go.
That's it.
Alright, he's got it perfect now. So the gun is level to Earth's gravity. And you can just see how steady that platform is. It's got those wide feet on it. They're articulating. So Shane's going to put the this March scope on, and before he did all this, he set the gun on the level and tightened it up with the vise with the reticle approximately on the plumb line, which is hanging a number of feet away from us. And so now he's going to lightly screw in all of his hardware and get it ready to tighten down once he has the reticle aligned to the plumb line. You always want to use a plumb line. A plumb line is the only thing that accurately shows you the effects of gravity, which is why we make vertical elevations. You don't want to use the top of your scope of your turret caps. Turrets can be offset. Many manufacturers, they are offset. Some of the biggest manufacturers, which will go unnamed, their turret caps are offset 3 degrees from the reticle. So that's not a reliable reference point. Many times people will just put their gun in a vise and put a level on it, a shop level, and it's very difficult to get this kind of precision levelness in that setting. You can get it close and pretty good if you're a hunter, not going to take a shot longer than 300 or 400 yards. But if you're a long-range shooter going out 1,000, 1,500 mile shots, any degree of cant, MOA of cant, will negatively impact your impact point. So now he's lining the scope up to the plumb line. And he now has a scope that is perfectly aligned to the gun. There's no cant between the gun and the scope. And now he can tighten it down. And once all that is tightened down, you can do his torque settings. And then the final thing that he will do is level his bubble level. So the great thing about this bench rest gun is now that everything's perfectly aligned, he can then take this ocular level to the field and put it on his bench rest that he's using and level it as well. So you take the problem of cant between the gun and the scope and the gun and the bench rest out of the equation, and you can focus solely on the other difficulties of making long-range shots. That should do it. Thanks a lot. Hope this helps.